Friday.
Oh God. Oh God. Everywhere the bush. Everywhere the bush. I know we talked about the bush, but now there's full articles about the bush. The bush is back. The bush is back. Everybody, the bush is back.
It's funny, like I don't
The Wall Street Journal.
I don't groom my area for anybody but me.
What are you groom? I got nothing
So,
left.
do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not like changing my style for someone else. It's like you get what you get and you don't get upset.
Younger people are. And I think as you get older, your bush can get quite large if you haven't lasered. I think, if I recall correctly, in the rooms, we saw them, bushes get
Big.
huge.
Yeah.
It's like,
Because like the curls get looser,
I think they get tighter.
but I feel like my bush hair, like,
It gets wider, it goes longer and farther.
wider.
But it does.
Outer? I don't think mine could get outer.
You should grow it out a bit, but you've had a laser, so you can't.
But I haven't had a laser right on top.
You never did the landing strip?
The whole thing off? No, did you?
I can't. I don't know if I thinned it out. I'm gonna have to go back. Did you ever thin it out? I feel like at one point we were thinning it out. Because I remember I remember the very top hurt so much.
Oh my God, you're right.
Yeah.
Did we laser the whole thing off?
I think we did. I have like memories of that one part killing. Like the mustache. The top.
Yes.
I think we did.
I think I might have just kept the landing right there.
Well, they did the mustache and that hurt. So they did. You had a very small landing then.
Well, either way, the hair that's grown back isn't like a fresh curl.
Nothing to write home about.
Like, I don't think I could grow a big old bush. I could get lots of stragglers. Whew. Yeah.
Down this,
Mm-hmm.
I think I couldn't get a big bush either, but it could be bigger than expected.
We should give her a go.
I think I have.
Yeah, I think mine here right now.
I think it's like, it actually goes, the undercarriage gets the biggest.
Oh, the longer, long.
Weird.
Yeah, sometimes there's like, you pull it, it's a long one.
Yeah.
I have this one. What is that? I have this one, okay, that I've felt before. And it's like a coarser feel than the rest. So I was like, is it gray? Because, you know, gray has a different texture.
Yeah.
It's almost like wiry, like thick.
It's going gray.
So I plucked it.
Was it lighter than the rest?
No, but it wasn't curly.
So that was turning, it had less pigment and it's going to go gray.
Okay. And then I was sitting.
You found one?
Here. Okay. I'm going like this. I have been on an airplane with my husband. I have been sitting face to face.
As far as
there was, I didn't actually see it, but I could feel that it was thick. So it must have been black. And I was able to pluck it out. And I looked at it and I was like, that is a black whisker. Who was I talking to that saw that whisker and didn't say anything? And then I had, my nose hairs, they
was
creeped
really
out.
bad.
Yeah, one was creepy. I go, Mark, what are you looking at when you look at me?
Your boobs?
Oh, definitely not. I was like, it was, because somebody was looking at me and being like,
do they see it the same? They have to really look at you.
When I look at somebody, I look at their face.
That's you. You're unique because I don't.
To me, you don't look at their face.
I'm not like this. Am I?
Well, I'm not like that. I'm just
But that would be very close.
Like, what's lucky? If you have a hair coming out of your face, I will tell you.
Yeah.
It's this black nose hair and
I always tell you.
I know. And it creeps out and around like,
it's going to go. It's like a vine that's going to go to the other side. Is it going to get worse?
Yeah, I think so.
Are things going to get worse? Are we at the peak? Or are we just beginning? Where's the fucking mountain here?
I know. And also,
no, I'm actually being serious. Oh, does anyone tell us what else is coming down the pipes? Because I've heard of hot flashes. I feel like I can handle that one. There's something to do about that one. But this hair and
chat, would the estrogen and progesterone help with that?
I think so, yeah. Why you get those?
The only time I feel hot and verklempt, and someone would call it a hot flash,
is anxiety.
Is when I'm feeling anxious. And then I feel like I'm really hot. Oh God, oh God. But I haven't experienced something like a hot flash that's out of nowhere. I'm not feeling anxious. And it's just like in the middle of the night. Like I don't wake up like burning.
You used to sweat like crazy. That's gone.
I have, yeah. And I've always kind of had that. Like even
you used to be
dripping.
Yeah, at one point your pajamas were wet.
Yeah.
You had to get out and change.
And the back of my hair was wet.
And we got a rash.
Oh, I have a rash right now. Look.
Yeah.
Can you see it?
That's hormones.
It's all on my neck here. It's been there for a while. I had to take my necklace off.
That's hormones. I'm just going to say it. I don't know what it is, but I'm just going to call
Yes,
it.
hormones.
And you're not getting your period? Hormones.
I know. It's kind of crazy that like it's happening. And also like I feel like I mean, I think we look pretty good.
What? Like for aging?
No, like
We don't know anything different.
I wanted you to know also when
Yeah.
I was in Europe.
Yes. They looked amazing.
No, that's not what I was gonna say. People looked at me, like men looked at me,
Like you're sexy.
like I don't know what they were looking at.
Huh.
But I don't know if it's just more of a European thing to look at people or if they were looking at me because I come from here, I felt like they were looking at me thinking I look good.
Yeah. I don't think you'd think anything different. Or would they look at the nose hair if you're nuts? Like in Europe, we take care of that shit. She must be from another country.
Yeah, no, but I thought they were like, "Oh, she's pretty."
Yeah.
Like I feel like when I like walked into a hotel, I felt like they looked at me, and then
They
like,
probably knew you weren't from Europe.
but even in the hotel,
Yeah. Okay, yeah, they thought you, oh, let's go for it. They thought you were sexy. Is that what you're looking for?
like I felt like I would be more successful picking up.
Oh,
But maybe people are just more open.
I think they're more open. Here you don't make eyes. You crazy?
No, you crazy? No.
Oh, but okay, I know this is a Friday, but I want to tell you something quickly. That the other day, our daughters were walking home,
Mm-hmm.
and there's one spot.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pub.
Mm-hmm.
And guys stand out there and apparently catcall all the time.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, oh, it's so annoying. I said, what? I said, they just said that to you right now. They basically told her to get back here and why is she in such a rush?
Mm-hmm.
I put her in a car. I did a fucking U-turn.
Not her first time.
It was really busy.
Mhm.
So I pulled the car over. I basically stopped traffic. And I yell at this
Was it
lady.
that
More north. I yell at them. And I go, excuse me, across 4 lanes of traffic.
Oh, I know that. Huh?
I scream at them. Excuse me.
Are our daughters in your car?
Just one.
Mhm.
She's like, I'm dying right now. I go, this is not acceptable. They're like smoking or something. I said, Jay's 15. I lied about her age. I'm like,
Yeah.
you perverts, across the thing.
Mhm.
It was loud. So they like kind of looked around. I was like, I'm doing a fucking U-turn and I'm pulling outside and I am going to let them know it is unacceptable what they're doing. So I go and she's like, but mom, I'm on that side. I go, I don't care. I go, you can duck. I said, she goes, it's not going to change anything. I go, yes, it will. Because you know what? I said, if they don't hear someone say it, then they will, at least I know if I've said something, then at least they're embarrassed. And if they're not embarrassed, they're going to go home and think about it. That basically, I said, if there was a police officer, I would actually, because sometimes there is, I would be like, they sexually harassed my daughter. Go deal with them. I would have. I was that pissed. I was so pissed. She's like, oh God. So I crank it around and I had to go up a bit because it was too busy. The traffic was too busy and I had stopped it at this point. So there was so much behind me because I was screaming across the road. I turn it around. They weren't there. So I'm like, I'm going into the bar. I'm going into each place to see where they are. I'm like, I'm going to go in and I'm going to find them and I'm going to let them know. And then she's like this, Mom, please don't. And I'm like, Olivia, I am not okay with this. And she's like, I'm aware you're not okay with this. And I'm like, I'm not okay. Where I was stopped, it was illegal. So like and it was down to 1 lane. So I drove home and I looked up the numbers to call each place to let them know. And that they either had 2 patrons or someone was working there that is a total disaster. And Mark's like, okay, because like I would be upset too, but right now you need to like take a minute. And I'm like, I'm not okay with this. I'm not okay with this. I'm like, so we're gonna cruise by a few more times.
What?
Yeah. I was like, I'm going back to go see if they're back out there again. They were not young. They were older than our husbands.
What?
Clearly, my daughter is young, clearly. And the way they spoke to her, I was just not, no, I'm not having it. I'm not having it. So it's my mission now to act faster. I wish I'd gotten out of the car and stopped traffic because that's what I'm doing next time. I have a plan now. I'm stopping traffic. I'm fucking going up to them and I am letting them know no, we're done. I'm done with this. I'm done with you. no longer, because if my son at 14 can understand you don't do that, sorry, 13, your grown ass self can understand this. And she's like, they're probably divorced. I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
I'm probably, well,
I more so treat women with respect. You fucker. Natalie, it broke a camel's back. So I might just actually.
You guys were daughters together?
No, because they separated. One went down.
I'm surprised that they didn't say something.
Well, she was alone.
Yeah.
She's like, what do you want me to do? She's like, I just walked faster. I'm like, yeah, no. You know what? If no one around you is going to, I hope men start to call other men out and be like, unacceptable.
Mhm.
That's really what we need right now, because I was livid. I was livid.
And it should have called my daughter because, she just.
Well, I was about to call the cops and to press charges. That's how mad. If there was a cop, I was going out. I stopped traffic at the busiest point and screamed across the street and called them perverts. So that's how that went. And I just.
And then people like, there was a crazy lady on Yonge Street today.
Totally. And
She-
a lady was like this.
She looked normal, though. Like, she kind of looked like you, Mom.
like Cat Nat. I don't know.
She looked familiar. Oh, yeah. My daughter gives them the finger.
It's a really tight side. It's kind of a
No,
switch.
she should just keep walking because you also don't know if you piss a drunk, smoking, divorced
Two of them.
60-year-old
And
man.
two of them.
They don't know what they might
They
do.
had white hair. Like, I saw them.
Taylor has asked me in the mall before, like, do you think that those people are like pedophiles, or do you think that they think I'm older? Because they were like guys in their 20s, right? Or
Kids
like,
in 20s. And I said to him, like, 20s?
acceptable.
Gray hair. I definitely could have, like, been like, at least they thought you were their age.
Right.
At least you were not even close to their age.
Yeah.
Not even close.
No.
So to make maybe if there's 3 of them walking by, like 3 girls, and they're like, hey, saying something, maybe I let it slide 1/10 of what I did. That?
I'm hoping the younger generation of boys know better than that.
Not
Because
know better. You do better. I don't want you to know better.
Yeah.
You fucking do better.
Yeah, well, if they know better.
And I
they
hope
won't.
that they call each other out on it. I hope that they say to each other, that's not cool. Don't do that.
Oh no, those men are old.
Exactly. But I would love if some other big dude was like, no, don't do that to a young girl.
Ugh.
So I want her, I know it's the right thing to walk away, and I know I shouldn't teach her to say something. I mean, I'm known to like say to things to people when you have to be careful if they're off their rocker, is what you have to be careful of. And that's what
Or drunk.
And I knew they weren't off the rocker. It was just 2 losers. Because I think that it is getting better a little bit. Like, she'll walk by one of like another site, a construction site, and they don't do it. So I know that there's some like really strict mandates now amongst like companies being like, you can't call someone from this construction site, you're fired, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But no, I was Natalie, I can get fired up. I was ready to basically, if I was a cop, they would have been arrested on the spot and possibly harmed. I was so mad. It really got me though. I thought, you know better. You're old.
And you probably have a daughter my daughter's age.
Older, but still, you have a daughter. Are you that socially emotional? I said, you know what, women, go talk to the men in your lives and remind them, don't fucking talk to ladies that way. That's not going to get you laid. What's that going to get you? You think you're cool? You're not cool. You're actually the biggest loser ever. And if someone is married to you, I wish I could call your wives. And I almost want to live stream them. Like, these 2 perverts.
So you got to go look at them.
I yelled at them.
Yeah, but then you lost them and you wanted to go back and get more?
Well, because I had to turn around. So he went into one of the places. And you're like, what? You're going to call the bar and let them know they have 2 patrons there that are. Yeah, I said, yeah, get control of your patrons.
They're probably regulars,
Trust me, I have them in my head.
Is it the restaurant I go to sometimes? With
No.
the chicken wings?
No.
What?
I'll tell you after. Anyways, it was this whole, it's so weird because our boys are taught consent. Chloe's taught consent at a very young age. So like, and I'm not, you guys are all like sexual consent. No, it's consent over your body. So it's like consent in terms of like what you like, what you don't like. Even if you're in a relationship, it is still consensual. If she's not in the mood or he's not in the mood, it doesn't, just because you're together doesn't mean you have to do it. If you're friends, you have to consent to do, like, you don't have to do things.
Mhm.
I'm not sure how men just can't pick up. Everything's online. Google, ChatGPT. Can I cat call a woman now? It's going to be a fuck no.
Why is it called cat call? They're calling you? Are they calling you? Oh, is that what they sound like?
Like, because they're not logical. They used to whistle. Fuckers. Anyways, how was London? Did you have sex?
I did,
Good girl.
but I didn't do 4 out of 4.
Good. It's fine. I'll take 1 out of 4. You know, take 1 for the fucking team. Good girl. Good. Bravo. You did it. Good. Good girl. Do it once real good. You're good for 4 days. You know what I mean? Like,
Make sure you pee after. No, I know better. Oh, I'll never forget the first time like I started having sex, and I didn't know that you can. I didn't know you had to.
because you don't have to pee after anyways.
I could just spoon and cuddle till I fell asleep.
Fuck no.
No, but I could fall asleep, especially because usually like before I'll have peed.
Oh, so you know it's coming. I'm going to take a price tinkle before I get randy.
Well, yeah, sometimes it's after you like brushed your teeth and then you're in bed. Whatever. So
What a fucking production.
I know. It's like I already peed and I have to get up and pee again. But I was
Weird that men don't get UTIs.
not much, but they do, I think.
Not much.
Not much.
You think they'd get way more with that tiny hole and it's all fogged up with shit.
All the way up there, yeah.
We have a big hole. They got tiny holes.
Yeah. And we have a
And
tiny.
it feels like it would get like jammed. Shit, we get jammed.
But our pee hole's tiny. That's where bladder infections come from.
But it's like a bit hidden.
Yes.
It's under it's a bit tucked away.
But I always get them if I don't pee. Always, every time.
That's terrible.
I know. And if it don't treat them, then you can get ill, like sick. Like your kidneys can.
You can die.
Well, I was actually having a conversation with somebody just recently, and she said that she was with someone. You know, Christian scientists don't believe in medication.
Do you mean
Christian scientist? I know you.
I don't know what a Christian
I know,
scientist is.
but you're
Do
thinking.
you mean Tom Cruise? Scientology?
No.
Is it a religion you're talking about?
Yeah, Christian Science. You've seen the churches.
I thought it was Scientology.
Yeah, I don't know, but
Christian Science.
But you know the people that knock on your door.
Those are Jehovah's Witnesses.
So they also don't believe in medication.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they're intertwined or whatever.
Well, actually, when I lived in Africa, a lot of that was a problem because it was God that would
no intervention.
So gonorrhea would cause a lot of problems to babies
because they were born to a mother who had gonorrhea.
Yeah.
What's a gonorrhea baby like?
I think they can go blind, like really sad. Like it's really terrible. It's like not good. Like the STIs can be really bad for people who, and if they don't talk about safe sex, it's a problem.
Yeah.
Across the board, because then everyone's just like, we'll pray it away.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That would be a big one. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And then people aren't admitting that they're, having sex, and they are, and shit like that. So
yeah.
It's okay. So she.
So anyways, no, she was with someone who didn't. So she was like, I'm just gonna try this out and
by the
not
way,
do medication.
It smells, by the way, like if they have an infection. Okay, but carry on.
Push through. Was on a trip, got home, and the doctor was like, your kidneys are about to give out. Like you have it so bad. I didn't know the kidneys could give out. So I guess you could die because it's an infection. Speaking of that, lice check at school yesterday. Lice in my kid's class. He said, what if you don't cure lice? What could happen?
You invest, and you just keep. I told you they live every 7 days. They hatch.
So if you're in some country somewhere and you've got lice and there's no lice checks and there's no,
and they just live lice.
You just live with lice. I think that Bob Marley died with lots of species in his hair.
Yeah, possibly.
And it's a little itchy and it's a little uncomfortable, but you don't die, and that's what you want to know.
No, you don't die. You don't die. They just infest.
And it's like they don't bite into your head, and
yeah, they do bite into your head,
but you don't get an infection about it.
And no, they just live there. They just live off they go bury into your scalp a bit, and then they hatch, and then they ongoing. So sexual Friday.
So, anyways, yeah, it was during my first couple of sexual experience that
My sexual
my debut that I got the UTI.
I don't get
Oh my
those.
gosh. Ah, yeah, that's crazy. People are more susceptible.
You got a gentle vagina.
Yeah, it's that little pee hole, poor little pee hole. And cranberry juice is a natural.
But take more than that.
Oh,
It doesn't
God. Oh, yes.
It might be a deterrent.
Yeah, it kind of like slows it down for me a little bit if I can't get to the doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Oh my God. Speaking of, the doctor said at 60 something, your libido picks back up naturally. She said it. She said at 65, your libido goes back up, Natalie. She said it in your 60s. Ironically, it goes back up.
now I want to know.
She said it.
Okay, so I want to know libido in that way. Like,
Like you feel horny.
like we associate a lot of our like horniness with our brain and what's going on, right?
Guess he just have more free time.
That's what I was thinking. Is there any like correlation to like, your kids are older, you've got you six people retire around then?
Or like they have less childbearing years.
Yeah.
Apparently. That's crazy. It's like factually your libido goes up. So 60. Just another 20.
65 or 60.
Like 60-ish. Like I guess give or take between 60 and 65.
So the people, and that's a true thing about the people in the retirement home.
They get their libido back, baby. 65. I guess it's dependent, but it's not. It kicks back in again.
I love it. At first it was 40, then it's 50, now it's 65. Go.
Or they lie. They're just pushing the mark off a little bit.
I mean, she's a doctor. She would know.
I think she says like in practices we see.
So these 65 girls are going there talking about their libido?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. They ask you a lot of questions about your sex life. Yeah. I lie. I lied. I always lie to the doctor.
Yeah. We lie. You have to lie about drugs, alcohol, breastfeeding, and sex.
Yeah. I guess I could be. I'm like, not just like libido. I'm like, no, don't be crazy. That's crazy.
What'd she say?
I don't know. I was like, I don't really want to talk.
This isn't an interesting.
I don't really want to talk about this. I don't really want to talk about it. It's fine. I'm
Just give me
I'm like, I go, isn't this everybody? I go, really? Is this not everybody?
Yeah.
She's like, well, yeah, it's common. I was like, thank you.
Because I also do think like as long like around love language. I'm not saying that every horny person has like a problem.
Men definitely feel love through sex.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say they probably feel loved by sex.
And then I think there are women that really like are really into like sex.
Do you want me to Google? We should do next Friday the sexual love languages.
Yes, because I feel like they are feeling important, validated through sex.
Yeah, I haven't yet met a woman who's
those girls.
very few who very like I need to feel loved.
But they don't say that. They're just like super horny.
Oh, could they be really just horny?
That's what I was wondering.
I think they could just be very horny.
I think that's got to be even less of a population.
I totally agree with you.
So I went to the red light district. Did I tell you?
You did, but how did you feel about it?
Okay, so first of all,
Are you horny?
Stop it.
Because they stare at you and dance. They stare at you.
Okay,
They're inviting you in.
I had a different idea in my head of what it was.
Of course you did.
And I don't know if I saw it in a movie or where I got this impression, but I'm realizing even more and more in life, like especially if you have like an imagination, you go places.
Yeah.
That I have gone so many places in my head. And then when I see them in real life, God, I would be terrible at like online dating or Love is Blind.
I know you would be.
Because the imagination.
What you create in your brain. So what did you think the red light district was going to look like?
In my mind, there was one long cobblestone street. Okay. And there was really high buildings. Kind of nice buildings. Like you're
buildings and it's just high, tall buildings.
But like
skyscrapers?
Not that tall. Tall enough that I can see up. But I guess the street's wide because I can see up. And it's like a beautiful building, like a
brownstone, like in Boston.
Yes. Beautiful European architecture, like there is all there. And then there's windows. And there's, let's say it'd be like 4, 8, 12. Okay. And the windows.
Like go-go dancers.
Yep. And the windows are lit up in red.
Yeah.
And they're in the front of the window. And they're kind of like pretty.
Yeah.
and
Having fun.
and European, like a little bit like dainty and like
Okay.
like
Like miming in the
yes,
past. Pretty mimes.
yeah, and kind of like sexy and a like a almost like an old fashioned kind of like
Yes.
yes, a lot like burlesque in my mind.
Okay.
Now, I don't know if we're 2025 and so things have changed,
Okay.
but in reality, if you have not been there, it is a skinny cobblestone road.
Uh-huh.
And it is it's almost like if there's like you know like set like little shops,
Yeah.
like little tailors, in a little a line like that,
Yeah.
and they're at the same level as me. Like they're like I'm right in front of them. We're on the same level.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they're all kind of the same.
Yeah.
They all have their lips
They did
done.
not have that when I was there.
Right. So they're different than I thought. They all have long hair.
Okay.
They all have their lips done. They all have makeup. They all have boobs.
Yeah.
And they're in thongs and bras.
Yeah.
And most of them are on their phones. I don't know if
Not that when I was there.
okay, so they're sitting there, they're standing there, and they're looking sexy, but a lot of them are kind of like
Are they on like OnlyFans? Like they're like double streaming.
yes, double streaming for sure, for sure. And they're kind of like they kind of have like a mean look. A lot of them have like a I'm on my phone, like I'm too busy for you kind of look.
Okay.
Okay. And then there's ones that are like they must be working harder. There must be different kinds you like. And I actually thought you just go look at them.
What do you mean? Like you thought it was like a museum?
Yeah.
Like people aren't actually going in and out.
No, I did not know.
Oh yes.
So then the guy is there and she opens the door to talk to him. And then like, I guess I didn't actually see anyone go in, but they go in, then they close the wind blinds and they're in there for an average of like 6 to 12 minutes each.
Yeah.
So I went to a museum there.
Yeah. The sex museum.
It was actually a museum of the most famous prostitute. Is that what they're called?
Yeah. Or sex trade workers. Yeah.
Yeah, but in there, and you brought a ticket and you walked through like exactly what it used to be like in there. So you walk through and then there's a recording and I tap it and it talks to me and it's this woman's voice and she is Russian and she's very funny and she's like, this is where I bring the men and they come in here.
What do they make on average? And each one must do different things.
Yeah.
Like you must pay for
And
them.
a lot of them don't have sex.
Yeah.
So sometimes they just want to touch the boobies or they want to do, and then there's a bed and I'm walking through this like, skinny house and went to all the rooms and she's giving the history of everything.
Everett Light.
And I'm walking with people like it's a museum through like basically an apartment.
I remember it like, I remember there were some people on top. Like I remember it being like, I think of like,
Yeah, our unit floors. It was all one
like,
level.
like you did stairs up. No. I remember just kind of be like, I can't look at you in the face. I remember being like, I can't, like, I have to keep going.
And then they see Mark and I, they'd be like, oh, like, like you too. And I'm like, wait, so Mark and I would just walk in there,
Touch your boobies and leave.
I just can't believe how close we were to that.
There is another side of Amsterdam too that has like prostitution, and I believe it's legal. And they have, I saw a documentary on it.
It's legal.
No, and they have like stalls where you can drive to. Have like it's like a stall sex. Like you can go. It's like because prostitution is legal there.
Yeah.
So you can go and have sex in the.
I think they had sex in there too.
Okay, because you also have
Yeah.
you can go do it in multiple. Like if it's designated in multiple places.
And then some women were like together, like two of them in there, or they're like talking to each other. It's like they were having like a girls' night.
Yeah. How many are there? I forget that part.
Yeah, the street was long. I mean, I probably saw 30 of them.
30. Okay.
And they're all like nice bodies, like
Yeah.
like
Was it more than you expected? Less than you expected? Are you like, huh?
I'm like they definitely were OnlyFansing at the same time. I'm like it was closer than I thought it would be. I thought it would be like a further away thing.
Right. And you're like,
I couldn't
hey.
believe how close they were.
What did your husband think of it?
There was all just men in there. Like it just looked like lots of foreign men, like kind of like jovial, like like kind of like having fun and laughing. Like like it didn't look like a lot of guys who are in there like
Creeping.
yeah.
It's a tourist attraction, right? Everyone
Yeah.
said it.
Yeah, it was funny. And then there in that area there was all these like like bars, but and then all the restaurants which I went to were so nice.
Yeah, produce.
And then this yeah, and then this area was just so like busy and loud and bars and then there was like apartments that you could go to for like other like lots of sex clubs.
Yeah.
Live sex shows.
Yeah.
And the bouncers outside, live sex show come in, people going to the live sex show.
Yeah.
So live sex show, people having like sex on a stage and people are watching a guy and a girl.
Probably everything.
Anyways, I was like, it was after dinner and I had some drinks. I was just kind of like, oh, whoa.
My favorite is Mark talking to the Uber driver.
Yeah.
And you recording.
Yeah.
So I was like, is this your foreplay? Because he's like, so how many rides a day do you do actually? And I was laughing.
Oh my God, you learned so much from Uber drivers.
I was laughing. I was laughing so fucking hard. I was like, now, and then you're at the bar and I'm like, oh God, he's taking her too far.
That was a long day.
That was too, she jumped the shark. That was too far.
Yep. That was like, we started the drinking early and just like hopped around.
Did you do drugs?
No, I didn't do any drugs. But I went to a tasting menu through a dark forest. Yeah. Into this like greenhouse. I thought I was going to be killed. I was like, there's nobody there. There's no light.
And it was amazing.
I did not like it.
I could tell. The food did not look like you. Oh.
You know that thing.
Sponge cake?
No, you know that thing that you buy, like kids buy as their first pet? And they're like, shrimp. They're like shrimp. They grow, there's no, you don't feed them or anything.
Oh, okay, yeah.
One of the dishes had, tiny baby shrimps.
Not for you.
It was in this thing. I was like foaming. There's a little tiny shrimps. And it was creamy. And I was like, I can't. And it's tasting menu, so you have to get it all. And I was watching Mark eat those little baby shrimps.
And he was a barf.
And he didn't like it either, but he was eating it. And I was like, everything. And then there was like this cold soup, really cold. And it was just like beet juice. And in theory, the flavor was...
Was it the first night?
Yes.
Yeah, when you showed the food, I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh my God. And it was like so fancy to get into. And like everyone just was like loving the dates. And also like everything's just... you know what? I'm just not that fancy. I actually found I am getting less fancy with time and I'm getting pickier. And I couldn't believe that how many times I said to my brother and sister-in-law when they asked me about like, we're going to order, I'm like, how many things I don't like?
Oh, wow.
I know.
What did they order?
No, there's like audio. I was like, I don't like that. I was like, I don't like foamy things. I don't like creamy things, like a creamy mousse salmon.
Who the fuck is eating foamy food?
I know people.
Where?
Yes.
What is foamy food?
Yeah, it's there's a foam in my food.
Well, what is foamy though?
I don't know what it is.
No one's eating foam.
Yes, they were.
In Europe.
Yeah, they like in fancy restaurants, you see this thing and it's
No. Foam is bubbles. You go to a foam pit for that shit. You don't eat foam.
Yeah, and I made a little foam in my coffee.
Oh, you like foam in your coffee?
Well, yeah, I like our cappuccino.
Yeah, that's fine.
But not in my shrimp food.
And no
And then I don't like cilantro.
No, you never have. That's not new.
I don't like cumin, really.
Not me neither.
Yeah,
You don't like dill?
You don't like dill. I don't really like rosemary. Don't really like thyme.
You don't like spices?
I don't like spices, but there was a lot of things and I kept being like, they were like, oh, for breakfast, do you like acai bowls?
Yeah, I need breakfast.
And I don't like acai, and I don't really like berries, and I don't like granola. I'm not into yogurt.
Great. So they're like, you're this bitch here. What are we doing here?
They're like, you are really, and I don't like Chardonnay, and I don't like Sauvignon.
You're going to be the woman who starts to bring her own wine soon to the dinner party. They're like, here's your wine.
That one's mine.
At my parents' friends, I still remember the ones that brought their own.
Same.
That's you.
I'm not.
Oh, she's coming. She doesn't like that wine.
I know.
That's called age. Fucking hormones and wine.
There were so many things I didn't like. I don't like, what's that smoky tequila we don't like?
Oh, mezcal.
We don't like mezcal.
That's fine.
I don't really like pastries.
You like croissants, no?
Yeah, I'll eat a croissant, no problem.
You love croissants.
I love an almond croissant.
Yeah, you love.
I had one when I was there.
And which is better, ours?
I had it in London. I've had better. It was good.
What about the one we had in Toronto?
Where were we?
Around the corner from the dentist. Beside the dentist.
It was delicious.
And delicious. I feel like one right now. Okay, ayo.